Yo, man, what's up with you, man? Welcome back. Yeah, like I said, welcome back. We back with another video. If this y'all first time tuning in, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yo, bro, comment down below. In this next video we finna get into, we got another court case video, bro. This gonna be crazy, bro. This gonna be crazy. Let's get into it.
Session of divorce court.
We're married now.
Teresa and Dante Nixon were married for 5 years, but the marriage was in trouble almost as soon as it started.
When did you find out that the marriage was not so great?
The first time I found out he was cheating on me.
I cheated on her several times. I sure did.
Couldn't you have just left if you were no longer interested in her?
It was cheaper to keep her.
Whoa!
While Teresa tried desperately to get pregnant, Dante was helping himself to other women.
While I'm going getting poked and prodded and looked at by every Joe Blow and wannabe doctor in the world, he's out there dipping himself into somebody else.
But Dante said he had to cheat because Teresa wouldn't have sex with him.
Would you sleep with him?
With their marriage in shambles, Teresa and Dante Nixon are here today in divorce court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Maybelline Ephraim presiding. You may be seated.
Listen, I'm advised that after 5 years of marriage and a beautiful set of twin boys, you two have decided to divorce.
Yep.
Ms. Nixon, why?
Because he is a lying, cheating dog.
A lying, cheating
And the fact
dog.
that you even bring me here over the
shut
dog.
up.
He doesn't
I
look
cannot
like a
believe
dog
that.
to me.
Shut up.
He looks
Shut
like
up.
a human.
Looks like that.
But he's
Looks
not.
can be deceiving. Trust me.
Mr. Nixon, you look very angry over there.
I have no reason to be happy right now, Your Honor.
She says you're a cheater. What did you do for her to call you a
Yes.
cheater?
I cheated on her. I did.
You cheated on
Several
her.
times.
What
I
did you
cheated
do?
on her several times. I cheated with other women. I sure did.
And it
know?
sounds like you're proud about it.
I would have much
Should be.
rather.
It's the only thing he's accomplished.
Yep, I had to get some from somewhere.
Yeah, you sure did.
It
'cause
sounds
you sure
like
wasn't
you're
getting it from
proud
here.
about it. Is that a proud statement
No, it's
you're
not.
making?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not proud. I'm not proud about it, Your Honor. I would have much rather had a nice, beautiful marriage, but I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Not at all, ever.
Yeah, I did. We have once you, like you just said, we have two beautiful kids.
So
That I
since when
gave
did the
birth
marriage
to.
stop being beautiful?
When the marriage stopped being beautiful, let's say we got married on the 24th, let's say the 1st or 2nd of January.
1st or 2nd of January of what year?
The following week after we got married,
Oh,
probably.
come on, Mr. Nixon. A week after marriage, it was no longer beautiful. Why?
Well, I went out of town. I left because I was in the military at the time. Okay, but I thought maybe we can work things out. Okay, but it didn't work out
A week
that way.
after you were married, it was no longer beautiful. Why?
Because he was probably cheating
Work
in.
that out.
If you throw in my face one more time while somebody cheats.
Hey, okay, this my thing here, bro. I don't know much about marriage. I've never been married, so I don't watch my mom and dad. But on these court cases, why is it always be the woman like they ain't done nothing? They ain't done nothing right. They done everything right. But they putting all the man did, the man the low down dog, the man the cheating, the man the dead. Why is if a married relationship don't work? Why is it always the man's fault? Why is never the woman's fault?
No, we
But when did
didn't.
why is he saying the marriage was gone after 1 week?
I have no idea. This is the first that I've heard of it. It's easier for him to communicate with other people than it is with me. If you
So
had a
he's
problem with us being married, you shouldn't have got married to me to begin with. Or if you had a problem with it, you should have said, let's separate.
you mean
I didn't need to be married to you.
You
Like,
mean he
you did
was-
something for me?
So you're saying that within a week he says the marriage was over, but you didn't know about it.
No, I had
So
no
this
idea.
is the first time you knew that it was over within a week.
It is. First
So you've
time.
been living together for the last 4 years thinking that everything was grand?
No. I
So
found
when,
out early on.
when did you find out that the marriage was not so great?
The first time I found out he was cheating on me.
Well, when was that?
Well,
After I found out she was cheating on me.
I asked her when she found out.
oh my gosh.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Tell me. The first time you found out that he was cheating on you, that's when you knew the marriage wasn't so great. When was that?
The first time he admitted that he cheated on me, when he came to my job, took me outside while I'm 3 months pregnant.
You were
telling
pregnant?
me, yes.
All right.
Very pregnant. In vitro. Test tube babies, and proud of it.
A test tube baby? You were 3 months pregnant?
Yes. We
in vitro fertilization?
In vitro. While I'm going getting poked and prodded and looked at by every Joe Blow and wannabe doctor in the world trying to find out what's going on or if I can even conceive children, he's out there dipping himself into somebody else.
Because you wasn't dipping with me.
Before you were pregnant?
That's because I was too busy trying to get pregnant.
Then
you
you
weren't
gotta
doing
dip
it.
a little bit.
Please.
What did you say?
I said you gotta dip a little bit. She's talking about she wanted to get pregnant.
So she wasn't having sexual relations
No,
with
she
you?
wasn't having anything with me.
Because
Why?
you were out there having it with somebody else.
Might as well.
Well, I guess.
Oh,
You
did you
can't be
have-
with the one you love. You gotta love the one you're with.
I guess, whatever.
Oh, you've been listening to a little too much radio.
Let me tell you about it.
Well, you know what, Your Honor? You know what,
They
Your
ought to
Honor?
give him a contract.
Then I'm gonna quote another song. Then it was cheaper to keep her.
So that's why you can't stay with it, because it was cheaper to keep her.
That's why I stuck it out.
So why was it so cheaper? What were you holding on to?
What were you going to give me when I left? If you would have told me that I could leave and it would cost you something, I would have left.
I never
You could have
stopped you.
paid me.
I never stopped
Why
you.
No,
did you
because
tell
I stayed
her
with you
that
'cause
you
I
were
loved you.
upset with the marriage within the first week, so
Yeah,
she
right.
too would have known that it was gone? Why didn't you tell her?
I tried. I worked 2 jobs. Okay, I never asked her to
How
do
are
a thing.
You were working
So
two
you didn't
jobs
feel
so you
that
could be
you
out there
were
meeting
appreciated
somebody.
at home?
I was out there working 2 jobs because of the fact that I didn't feel as though I was needed
If you
anyplace
were
else
working
but
so
work.
damn hard, then how come our phone was ringing at home with somebody calling me telling me that you...
If he was working so hard,
If he was working so hard, then how is it that people could be calling our house, women calling my house 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, telling me, oh, well, girl, I know your husband is cheating on you. And better yet, I know because he was cheating with me. I even met one of the girls that claimed that she was sleeping
and
with
you
him.
listened to these conversations?
I had no
Instead
reason
of
not
hanging
to.
up the phone.
They called your house?
Yeah, they called my house.
You couldn't hang up?
Oh, yeah, I could have hung up, but by that time, I knew he had been cheating. I wanted to know what was going on. This
And
is
you
the father
believe
of my
strangers
children.
telling you that?
Yes, I did, because if he could stand there and take a vow and promise to honor, keep, love, and everything else, and go and do what he did, then I should believe a stranger over him, because I had a better chance of them telling me the truth.
No,
Did you
she
call
never
the job to
did.
see if he was there?
The times that I got phone calls, 11, 12 o'clock, where he was working at, it would be closed. So no one was answering the phone. They'd be cleaning up, as he says, but I'm sure I know what your cleaning up was really about.
If I'm sitting there at work because I have a job, something you did not have.
Because I was at home taking care of our children. Get
That's
it
right.
straight,
You
my
were.
brother.
You
Wait a
were.
minute.
Get it straight.
Since the children
You
were
were.
premature,
Correct, they were, Your Honor.
both of you couldn't go to work with the children in that
No,
state.
I
Is that right?
understand that. I understand that. And I was
So
with
you
her all
worked
the way
2
when it comes to
jobs?
that. I worked 2 jobs. Had no problem supporting her and my kids.
But because
Okay.
you didn't feel love at home, you went to another affair.
No, I didn't go to another affair. No, I went to another job.
Why is the marriage breaking up? I'm told it's breaking up because there was another affair and another set of children.
After a
Where?
while, there was another affair.
Well, when was
After
that?
a while.
Okay, after a while, there was another affair. Okay, like I said, I wasn't getting loved at home. I wasn't doing anything at home. Wasn't getting anything at all. Wasn't even sleeping in my own bedroom,
And
in
did
my
you
own
talk to me
bed
about? Did
that
you
I
say
paid
anything to
for.
me about it? You weren't
Why
talking to
wasn't
me
he
about
sleeping in
it.
his own bed, Mrs. Nixon?
Would you sleep with him after you found out he was cheating on you? I'm not gonna sleep with him for what? I might be married to him, but I have no obligation to put myself at risk or to suffer more mental abuse by him.
So that's why you stopped sleeping
Heck
with him?
yeah.
After you found out about the affair?
After I found out about all of them, including the one that I busted you on February 14th, 1998.
Oh
Talk your
my
way
goodness,
out of
she
that,
remembered the
my
date.
brother.
Tell me
I
that
don't
was
need to talk my
February
way out of
14th,
it.
1998.
I don't need to talk my
Yes,
way out
ma'am.
of it.
What about that? That's Valentine's Day, Mother's Day.
Thank you. And what
And I was
did
with-
I get anything?
I was with my
No.
lover at the time.
And you sit here bragging about
Here
it?
he was. I caught him. He was
With my lover at the
when
time.
he got out of the car.
Couldn't you have just left the marriage a long time ago
Thank
and
you.
divorced if you were no longer interested in her?
Once again, like I said, Your Honor, it was cheaper to keep her.
So you didn't have to pay for it.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was cheaper to keep her.
You're just so cold like that? Cheaper to keep her.
You should
can't
check
keep
up
her now,
on
so who's
California
filing for
divorce
divorce?
laws then, because you wouldn't have had to pay me no alimony if you would have divorced me earlier.
Like I really should have. huh?
Yeah, like you
I
should
know
have.
I should
Look,
have.
It would have
Actually,
been.
no, I
it would
take it back.
probably
Maybe
would have
not.
been cheaper the first few months of the marriage.
Thank you.
What did this woman do to make you that angry?
She wasn't there for me when I needed her to be there for me.
What do you,
You
mean by
weren't there
that?
either.
You know?
What do you mean by that? You just said she was at home every day.
I was willing to spend my time alone. you know.
But you said she was at home while you were working 2 jobs.
Correct.
So what do you
And
mean
the
she
only reason
wasn't
I
there?
worked 2 jobs is because of the fact that I didn't feel as though that I was needed there. You make me feel as though that I'm wanted someplace. That's where I'll be.
Okay, so
they made
what
me feel
did she
more
not
wanted
do?
at work.
Wanted, can I make
They
you
made
feel,
me feel.
Dante?
They made me feel more wanted at work than I was at home.
So is the February 14th,
Yeah.
1998 lover from work?
Nope.
He met her. You met her through work.
Where is she from?
He's out
She
there
was a
flirting.
customer.
A
She was a customer
customer.
at my job. Yeah.
Through work. So that's the day that made you feel more loved at work than at home?
I guess so. Yeah.
And what did that affair result in?
Separation between me and her as of February 14th, 1998.
And isn't somebody
and she just so
pregnant?
put.
Oh,
No.
that was the first one.
That was
I
the first.
forgave him for that.
Oh, that was the first one. So this has been going on and on?
When I found out about
When was the first one that
the
someone's
one that I
pregnant?
found out about when I was 3 months pregnant?
But he said he didn't have an affair when you were pregnant with the twins.
She was
No,
6
no,
months
no.
pregnant.
When divorce court returns,
Why would you think that was the proper time to have a child by your wife when you have another woman pregnant?
are you getting divorced? Do you need Judge Maybelline Ephraim's help settling a dispute? To be a guest on Divorce Court, call 1-877-311-2222. Divorce Court is back in the case of Dante versus Teresa Nixon, as Dante testifies about getting Teresa and his girlfriend pregnant at the same time.
Why would you think that was the proper time? And that was such a good time to have a child by your wife when you have another woman pregnant. And you knew that if she found out, that was going to hurt her and was going to end the relationship, which means leaving the kids without a father or breaking up the relationship. Why bring children into the picture then?
That nigga don't care about nothing.
Your Honor, like I said, I just wasn't thinking about that at the time.
You weren't thinking
I
it's
wasn't.
right.
I get so tired of you people not thinking about the results of your behavior and the consequences.
Yeah, that's fact. In life, it's all about a choice and the decision you make. Hey, did you make a bad decision? Fuck it, bro. You just got, niggas, you just gotta man up. You just gotta live with it. It is what it is, dog.
I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sit up there and try to say that I was the best thing in our marriage. I wasn't. I did a lot of wrong. Okay, I'll be the first to admit that.
Okay, so now you're angry because you say that you weren't getting anything out of this marriage and you want out.
Correct.
And you want your dog.
Yes, I do.
Now tell me
not
how
his
you get the
dog.
dog.
I got the dog. I purchased my dog in '94. Okay. I purchased my dog in '94. I paid the bill on it from a government American Express card. Okay. I purchased my dog.
You didn't have the children yet.
No, the kids were no. We don't even think about the kids.
So this was starting your family.
Correct. Okay, and I purchased a dog. My first baby. Yes.
Your first baby.
Correct.
It was
because I
ours,
did everything for that dog. If the dog was doing great, it was our dog. If the dog pooped or on the floor or whatever, it was Dante. It's your dog.
Because you were better acquainted with cleaning up the.
Yeah, thank you.
It was my dog then. Okay, and it's my dog now.
When you say
It's
your
not
Y'all
dog,
like-
you say
y'all-
the dog,
y'all should
you
never
did
got married.
everything for the dog.
Yes, I did.
How you do that working 2 jobs and you wasn't home all the time?
Thank you.
I always paid for it. I made the
But you
appointment.
said I
made
did
the appointment.
everything.
I made the appointments for the vets. I made sure that the dog got cleaned or groomed.
Didn't the dog have to eat?
I made sure the dog had food.
But if you're working-
I made sure I fed the dog before going to work.
And she didn't eat anymore all day?
If she didn't eat anymore till I came home from work.
And who told
Okay,
you that?
if I came, because I had to come home and change clothes for work. I didn't care. I had 2 different jobs. I had 2
You
different
know I
uniforms.
fed that dog. Don't even sit up here and tell that story.
So you're now saying Miss Nixon didn't even feed the dog?
I don't know if she fed the dog or not. I
Oh, at
wasn't
least
home.
you. Okay, now say I don't know.
I don't know if she fed the dog or not. I
Well, the dog is still alive. It's been a few years, so I guess it's safe to say I fed it.
I know when I came home, I would feed the dog. There's nothing in the house that I wanted. Okay, nothing at all that I want in that house. Okay, but it's okay. Your Honor, life has gone on. She's got a new
Nothing
relationship.
in the house you wanted
I've
except
got
the
a new
dog.
relationship. No, Your Honor, no. Just my dog.
Why do you want the
beautiful,
dog?
She's a beautiful mother. Teresa's a beautiful mother.
You're going to
the
give her a
kids.
compliment?
I always give her
Ain't that
compliments. When
surprise?
it
Well, that's the first one I've heard.
When it comes to the kids, she is a beautiful mother. She knows exactly.
Okay,
She
you know
takes
what?
care of the
You've been
kids.
so angry this whole case, and you said nothing but a lot of bad things about Miss Nixon. Do me a favor. Turn to her and say you're a beautiful mother.
You are a beautiful mother. You take care of our kids, okay? You are a very good mother, and I give you all the credit for that, okay?
Thank you.
But it's just my dog,
All right.
okay? She has
Still
everything
a
else.
dog.
She has everything. She has everything else.
But she's not a
Okay.
beautiful dog taker.
No, it's
She
it's
doesn't
just
care
no.
for the
you know
dog.
what? It's just the first thing that I
You
purchased
are
on
just
my
being
own.
so petty about
first
it.
thing that you
No.
ever
It's the
purchased
first
on
thing
your own?
that I could grab and say,
Then you
this
should
is
have
mine.
took the dog with you when you left. If you wanted the dog, you should have packed her stuff up and took it right along with you.
Well, if I could, I would.
Well, you should have. The dog's got a leash and she's got a food dish. All you had to do was get to stepping. You could have took her.
But how long has he been gone?
It's been off and on for a few months.
So why would it have been okay to take the dog then? It would have detached the children from the dog, but it's not okay now.
He shouldn't take the dog.
I
Period.
didn't ask you
the
anything.
dog belongs with the kids. I mean, if he had intentions of, he knew what he was doing when the children were born. He knew what he was doing when they came home. He knew he was
The
leaving.
dog was
That's
there
why he
before the
kept-
children were born, right?
Thank you, Your
Exactly.
Honor.
That's true. And but the children are there now.
You
And the
about to give him
children
some
are
credit?
attached to the dog.
Were you about to give him some credit?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
For what?
No.
I thought maybe I heard you say I'll give you credit for
She
something.
about to
beautiful
ruin my
babies.
credit if
I'll say
anything.
that much.
You
'Cause
say
one
he
of my
makes beautiful
children-
babies?
one of my children look just like him.
Turn around, Mr. Nixon. You may not ever hear this again. Look
I've
at
told
Miss
him
Nixon.
before.
Tell him.
You make beautiful babies, but you're still a dog.
Oh, now you complimented him and took it back.
No, I didn't. He knows
you
he's
did.
a dog.
Okay.
This dog has been there with the boys throughout everything. They pull her tail, they pull her ears, they hit her with stuff, and she just kind of looks at them like, oh heavens, they'll be big soon. You know, I mean, she has a good disposition and she's good with the boys and she loves them and they love
How
her.
old are your boys? 3?
They're almost 3. I mean, they call her name. I mean, they're delayed. They don't talk like other children. They have a lot of things going on, and I mean that's what. She's therapeutic for them. I mean, they know that that's their
Well, now
dog.
we
They
gonna
go
get
to the house
therapeutic.
and look for. They
She's
do.
using
It
big
is
words
important.
now,
It
Your
is
Honor.
important. It is important for them to have some type of stability and consistency in their lives. Their father's not there,
And if they
he's
don't
not
have
there
this
that
dog-
often either. When
And
he
if they-
does come around.
All right, Miss Nixon. Watch. Look at me.
Yes, ma'am.
The judge renders her verdict when divorce court returns. But will the judge's decision end the fighting?
Love is blind.
And an update on the case of Tiara Olson versus Rico Haley.
I would have different
money
girls
to
on my
pay
answer
bills.
machine every night while I was pregnant.
Divorce court will be back in session in a moment. Divorce court is back in session as Teresa and Dante's marriage comes to an end.
You both are just being real selfish here.
Facts. I must
Mr.
agree.
Nixon, you just want the dog because you want the dog. Mrs. Nixon, you want the dog because you want the dog. That's what it is. But the only thing that made sense to me was the dog has bonded with the children, and the dog has been with the children since they were born, and the children have suffered some through their health for whatever reasons, and this is a good relationship. I'm concerned that a new dog, they won't be able to pull his tail. They won't be able to play with him as freely as they will with this dog with whom they've become acquainted. And it may hurt them. This dog is safe for the children now. And that's what I'm concerned about. Well, rather than buy the children another dog, buy yourself another dog if you'd like to. But the judgment of this court is, and let me make it perfectly clear, the dog is awarded to the children. Not to you, Mr. Nixon, and not to you, Mrs. Nixon. The dog accompanies the children wherever they go. When they go to visit with Mr. Nixon, the dog goes too. Do you understand that, Ms. Nixon?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine, Your Honor.
And Mr. Nixon, since you do have a relationship with this dog, and I believe that you've bonded and you like him as well, her as well, I'm going to allow you visitation with the dog.
That's fair.
And you get to go to the house at least once a week, or more if Mrs. Nixon would agree. So you can visit with the dog and make sure the dog is being cared for properly, the dog is being fed, the dog is not sick. That's the order of the court.
Thank you.
When divorce court returns, an update on the case of Tiara Olson versus Rico Haley.
So
Well, man. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and also comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of this video. We out of here.